This is our mid-mark M11 sterilizer. It is a steam sterilizer, and we generally use it for any bagged or pouched instruments, any instruments that are in packs, and also loose instruments. Our M11 sterilizer also uses distilled water only to sterilize the instruments. You place the distilled water into this little funnel, and you'll see the water level start to rise on the tube. You always want the water level to be up into the green area, never into the red. Every day, you must run a biological spore test to ensure the sterilizer is functioning properly. Depending on the cycle that you use, if it's unwrapped, pouched, packed, or a handpiece cycle, you must run the appropriate spore test. If you run 2 different cycles in one day, you must also have 2 different spore tests packaged appropriately. Once a week, you must clean the cassette trays with Vim and a scrubber. This is done to prevent any buildup on the bottom of the trays. Also weekly, on the first day of every clinic week, we also must drain our water and refill with fresh water. To do this, we simply pull this little hose away from the sterilizer and drain it into a pail. This can take a few minutes, and as your pail fills up, simply go to the sink and empty it down the drain. Once you have drained your sterilizer, you must refill it again with distilled water into the funnel right here. This is done weekly. Now every month, you must also clean the inside of the sterilizer. This is done with a product called Speed Clean. To do this, you must take all of the trays out of the sterilizer. You shake your Speed Clean and take about 1 ounce, and conveniently the bottle is numbered with ounce measures, and you pour it right along the bottom of the sterilizer. You must never ever sterilize instruments while you are running a clean cycle. The cycle that you run your cleaning cycle on is a wrapped cycle. Once you've completed that, you drain your water, refill with water, then you run an unwrapped cycle. Once that is complete, you drain your water again, refill it again, and then you are able to proceed with normal sterilization. If you're ever unsure of the cycles to run when you are doing your cleaning cycle, it does also tell you on the back of the bottle: wrapped, unwrapped, drain, and proceed. To close the M11 sterilizer door, you close it like that, lift the latch up, push it in, and then push the latch down. When you are selecting your cycle, always remember to select the cycle that is the highest based on the instruments that are inside. For example, if you have a packed cassette that has been wrapped in paper and also pouched instruments, you must run a pack cycle. If you have a few unwrapped instruments and a few pouches, you must run it on a pouch cycle. Also, if you have pouches and you have 1 handpiece in a pouch in that cycle, you must run it on a handpiece cycle. When you start your sterilizer, it records on a printed piece of paper, and it explains every little detail about that cycle, from how long it took to heat, how long it sterilized, the temperature it got to, and how long it dried for. When you run your cycle, you always want to remember to date your cycle and initial it as well. It also has the number of cycles that have been run, so this is the area that you look to find out what the next cycle will be when you are writing your cycle number on your bags of instruments. For example, this cycle was 2915. The next cycle that this current cycle will be is 2916.